Hello.
Okay, this is a double update.
Okay, double.
Double update. Quick and fast. Fast and quick. Alright, so we went to see our doctor on the 10th, okay? Eh? Yeah. Okay, the 10th. So we went to the doctor on the 10th. This is after the procedure and everything, basically like a full final review before thinking about what's the next step. And he basically said, procedure went well, no other issues, blood test was okay, the second blood test was okay. And then he said, so what we're going to do is we're going to start you on this thing called letrozole, okay, which is primarily a drug actually for like breast cancer patients to stop estrogen from producing, but it's also used in small amounts to help encourage your ovaries to produce mature eggs, to develop the follicles, and then to ovulate. But anyway, so he said we'll try starting you on this thing. So you eat this letrozole for 5 days, and it's day 2 to day 6 of your period, and then basically he gave us a schedule of when we had to be one with one another, be intimate.
Do the naughty.
No, don't say do the naughty.
Or make love.
No, just be one. He literally gave us a paper. Be with each other every other day starting from day 8 of your cycle. Okay? So if you look behind us, there's actually a whiteboard. And if you look down here,
you can't see it. It's a bit blurry.
You can't see it, but that was basically our calendar. Like I wrote up. So the day for me to take my medicine, because you have to take the medicine at the same time every day, and because of the side effects, I decided to take my medicine at 9 p.m. every night. And then I had put down the date, actual like calendar date, what day of my cycle that was, and also his work shift. So he could mentally prepare like after work,
Let's get it on.
So maybe too much information. That's what it is if you are going down that route of taking letrozole. So this is just what you have to do. So basically it's just to increase your chances of fertilization, basically. And then after that, you do that until day 20. And then day 21, you have to take a blood test, and they test your progesterone to see whether the medicine worked. And if it worked and you're not pregnant, then you do it for, he said that let's try it for 2 more cycles. So a total of 3 cycles. Because we've already done so much, we would stick pretty closely to the schedule he gave us.
If you really want to do it, set it up. Saddle up.
No, but also, I mean, if it's gotten to this point where you're taking medication, you've done all this stuff before anyway, so this is just one extra thing. And yeah, it may not be as like romantic as you expect it to be, but and goals.
So yeah, it's, the least I could do is let's show up on my side. She's done.
Show up.
She's really done. She's gone through a lot of tests, appointments, scanning, a lot of physical procedures, and it has taken a toll on her. So the least I could do on my part is settle up, show up, let's go, let's release the boys.
So he told us let's do this first for 3 months, then if we are pregnant then fantastic, and if not then we'll look into other options, because obviously the options after this are more invasive. And even if he had told us that day that that's the way he wanted us to go, I think I would have personally told him that we would only start in 2022, because I feel like this year, my body has just been through a lot. I mean, it may not seem like a lot for other people, but for me, it's a lot of poking and prodding and going under and the pain and everything, and I just need my body to take some time to chill for the end of the year. So that's what we're doing. So this letrozole, they have a long list of side effects. Common and rare side effects. So the common side effects would be things like dizziness, fatigue, nausea, what else was there? Super long list. Okay. And she said, oh, it's basically like going through your period again. I'm like, I'm already on my period. Oh, that you can get fever, you can get like body pains and stuff like that. So they'll do this test, and then I guess we'll see if we get pregnant this round. Otherwise we'll continue this for 2 more cycles, and then we'll
saddle up now. Saddle up.
So today we get to erase this board. So we've kind of made it like a thing. So at least we feel a little bit of success. Like every time I take my pill, I tick. Every time we finish doing the naughty, he ticks. So that we kind of feel like, yes, like achievement. Yeah.
We followed the timeline.
We followed the time pretty closely. I think we missed 1 day, but then we followed it up with the next day. So that you're supposed to like get together every other day.
That's also fun one.
Every other day, and then we missed one day because it just wasn't happening. I was too tired. No, it just wasn't gonna happen. So we just did it like back to back the next 2 days. Yeah, so it's just to increase your chance of ovulation.
Giddy up,
Yeah.
horsey.
Yeah, and you hijabis, you know, there's a lot of hair washing that goes into the cycle because you gotta, mandi hadas and all that.
And
so do your ghusl.
You husbands, you know how is it like to just try to get your
Yeah.
your boy up at the end of a long day. So
So yeah, a lot of effort was put in. But like we our intention has always been from the beginning. We put in all the effort and then we leave the rest to God. So just checking off the boxes of things we can do to help. So that's it. Hello, we're back. Okay, today's gonna be quick update.
Yeah, got you.
So the last update was we were gonna start letrozole, which was you're scrunching dinner for him. So yeah. So anyway, I've just been feeling really tired recently. A little bit of bloatedness, so I felt my period was coming, should be coming soon. If the pill is working. My period came on day 37 last cycle, day 33 the previous cycle. So you know what I mean when I say it's a little bit tough. But anyway, earlier today I got a letter in the mail, special delivery from KKH, which I haven't told him about yet.
Oh?
So he's gonna find out now. Yeah, I got a letter from KKH. They told me they were sending me a letter with the results or whatever.
What result? The blood test result?
Yeah, the blood test results.
I thought you already know.
Yeah, but I don't know. They sent an official one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So anyway, today I did a pregnancy test just for cakes. Okay, and usually there's no lines at all. But there's 2 lines today. So I don't know what that means.
Wait.
So I took this at about 7:30 earlier today, just for cakes, and you're supposed to take it like in the morning because that's the best time for because it's the most concentrated urine. And that's it. And then I took the test, and it was like there was nothing there, so I was like, oh fine. Then like a minute or 2 later, I noticed that there's a faint line, and I can't tell if it's a real line or not. So I sat in the toilet for another 3 minutes staring at it, and I think it's a line. So I don't know. So they say if it's a faint line, it could be a false positive because it could be an evaporation line.
Oh.
It could be an evaporation line but I don't think it is an evaporation line because they say an evaporation line only turns up 10 minutes later.
Okay, show the camera.
My hand is shaking. So apparently you're supposed to you're supposed to look at it this way for this test. I know other tests are different. But you're supposed to look at it this way. And if y'all can see, it's like a really faint line. Is it focusing?
Yes.
It's a really faint line. So the top line is the control line, and the bottom line is a really faint line. So apparently,
Battery's dying off.
if it's an evaporation line, it's only 10 minutes later. But it's not. I checked it 2 minutes after I peed. So I don't know if it means we're pregnant or not. Okay, so basically, faint line. And I was reading online because I was like worried about it. I cried a lot in the toilet. Because previously, I've never had 2 lines, even a faint one. It's always been completely negative. But
So what? No.
I think we're pregnant.
Hey, you will have to
Like,
double confirm this one.
I know. I'll take another test tomorrow morning.
Why cannot take now?
Because you're supposed to. Because I think that one of the reasons why it might be a faint line is also because I took it later in the day, and your urine might be diluted because you've been drinking and peeing. So they said the best time to take a pregnancy test is first pee of the day. So I can only test it either tomorrow morning, or sometimes they say if it's a very faint line, it means it's very early in the pregnancy. So you should take it 2 or 3 days later. But I can take one tomorrow morning, but it says there's 2 lines. Right? There's 2 lines, right? And it's pink.
I did.
There's 2 lines. So I think we're pregnant. But I think it's either really early on, or I just need to pee again. So tomorrow morning I can take another one. But I don't know if I should take it tomorrow morning or if I should wait 2 or 3 days because the HCG is supposed to build up.
Morning, take morning.
I know, but if it's very early, they say to wait a few more days.
Then take every day.
I only have 6 tests.
I buy some more. What?
Yeah. So I think we might be pregnant. But I'm not sure. But I think we're pregnant because it's never come up with 2 lines before.
Oh my goodness. Oh my... Wait, how do you pee on this thing?
This part, it comes off.
Oh, okay.
So it says that the faint line, unless you waited too long to read it, but I didn't because I literally I was on the toilet, I put it to the side, and then I read it like a minute later, and it was like there was nothing there, so I was like fine, so I put it back, and then I was like taking a poop, all right, so I was just waiting, and then like as I was waiting, I like took it again, and then when I took it a second time, I was like, is that a line? And I was like, maybe that's not a line, and then I waited for a little bit longer, and the line got more pink. And the lines just stayed there now. So apparently,
I don't know how to react.
I also don't know. I cried a lot in the toilet.
I don't know how to
I cried a lot in the toilet, and then I came back to pray, and I like made sujud like shukr, but like we might be pregnant. I felt like I was doing a COVID test because I wrote the time on it just in case for our records, but yeah. So if we are pregnant, that might be the reason why I'm being so tired. And I've been bloated. Okay, to be honest, I've been feeling a little bit of cramping. So I thought it was my period coming. But they said the implantation can also cause a bit of cramping. But my boobs are fine. Like, my breasts are not sore. I'm just really tired all the time. And I've been feeling, I haven't told you this, but I've been feeling like a little bit nauseous the last like few days. Like, I'll be sitting in bed and I'll suddenly be like that. Like, I'll feel like really like,
She's pregnant.
I think I might be. Could be pregnant, guys.
Thank you, and have a nice day.
What you may not know is we first got pregnant in December 2021. The time of this recording is March 2023. And if you do your math,
I'm not an elephant.
something doesn't add up, right? So we're about to share with you personal information